Hi there, and welcome to my presentation on Kaizen Methodology, also known as continuous improvement. I am presenting on behalf of my group, which does include myself, Stan Gorkin, and Ellen Mahoro. We are group number 2 in the FS 475-575 class at the University of Idaho and WSU. So Kaizen is a concept for continuous improvement. It is a methodology and philosophy for continuous improvement, and it does include several steps. First, you need to train employees in the methods of SPC and other tools for improvement quality. You need to make SPC methods a normal aspect of your daily operations. You need to be building work teams and employee involvement. These teams need to be able to utilize problem-solving techniques, and each individual within the company does need to develop a sense of operator ownership of the process. So with that, Kaizen is a main pillar of lean manufacturing and is very effective at identifying the 3 basic types of waste, which are muda, meaning waste, muda, which is variations, and modi, which is overburden. Kaizen actually is 2 words. The first is kai, meaning change. The second, zen, meaning good. The objective of Kaizen is to improve productivity, reduce waste, eliminate unnecessary hard work, and humanize the workplace. Some history behind it. It does originally come from Japan, and it was established after World War II when Japan was trying to recover its economy after that war. So in the early 50s, W. Edwards Deming assisted Japanese business managers in developing quality systems utilizing statistical quality controls. So Kaizen is based on the short circle or Deming wheel, which are now the PDCA cycle. Plan, do, check, and act is what that stands for. And Kaizen was a large part of the original Toyota production system. It was successful because it engaged the entire workforce to be a part of maintaining quality. Some principles involving Kaizen. It does really want to strive for constant improvements and reduction of waste, variations, and overburden. Kaizen really does go above and beyond other methodologies, and this is because it really listens to the opinions of workers and engages ideas from all levels of the company. And seeing what the work environment is like on a daily basis rather than from one audit, which every worker is prepared to have, is also another unique feature of Kaizen. And so with these audits, this is another unique feature of Kaizen and its management system auditing, and this is done to determine the current state of the improvement system. So people at all levels are involved in the audit. There's no upper management that's running it with a prepared presentation. There are auditors going around the floor and talking to everyone involved to really gauge what status the Kaizen process is in and how to improve it. So they'll be asked questions, and there's no right or wrong answers. It's just to gauge and have a baseline for opportunities to improve, next step recommendations, and results against the Kaizen management system model. Some responsibilities of people at different levels with the Kaizen management system is listed here. Management is responsible for leading activity to design value into tomorrow's operations. Supervisors lead activity to take waste out of that day's operations. And the general workforce is responsible for keeping waste from that day's operation. The 5S explanations of Kaizen is a workplace organization method and foundation of improvements. It is very important to create a visual workplace. It focuses on having visual order, organization, cleanliness, and standardization. The results you can expect from this program is improved profitability, efficiency, service, and safety. So by having 5S implemented into your Kaizen program, you're really able to maximize the efficiency of the workplace, be able to have a clean, safe environment, and just make sure that everyone is aware of what's happening and be able to be reminded of those values that have been in state with Kaizen. Here's an example of a typical problem that could arise in the food product industry. The one I've come up with here is a canning company has had issues with dozens of cans not sealing properly during the manufacturing process. So we can start by approaching some questions to get us started on what needs to be eliminated, what needs to be changed, and what needs to be simplified and improved. Also known as Muda, and Muri, which is what I went over earlier. So what is going on here? What is causing these cans to not seal properly? Why is this happening? Where in the production timeline is this taking place? When in the timeline is this happening? Or when is this occurring? Is this a seasonal thing? Is this every day? Is this weekly? Who is in charge of performing this task to make sure cans seal? And how is the task currently being done? So by asking all of these questions, we can start to come up with answers or ways to minimize this issue and lead to more cans being sealed properly, which is the quality goal that we are aiming for. We can also do our PDCA check. We can plan an improvement opportunity for the change once we've decided the change that we need to do. We can carry out a small-scale process study and then review the results of that study, and then take action on the results of this study. If it's successful, we'll implement it. If it's not, we'll repeat this cycle with a different solution. We'll be able to determine if improvements are successful. If they are, they'll need to be reviewed for application and use that knowledge to plan additional improvements and begin that cycle again. Some advantages to Kaizen. It's really valuable for utilization of resources. It revolves around making small changes instead of massive changes where you might have to invest in expensive equipment and make large choices or decisions that may not end up well or actually help improve the process. Increased efficiency. So Kaizen is very valuable because it does help maintain a well-planned work area, remove unnecessary movement and operations with the employees. You also have higher employee satisfaction where they're able to take ownership of their own work and new ideas are always encouraged. Safety improvements are also a big factor when you come up with ideas on how to be able to clean up better or organize better, and it comes from all people within the facility. You're able to maximize your safety, and everyone prioritizes that. Some disadvantages are it can be hard to implement in companies with an already established system. It is a large philosophy with continuous improvement. There's lots of steps, and it is a lengthy process. And because of that, you also need to make sure that your employees are willing to be honest and work to change the environment. If they are not, then you cannot maximize the advantages and benefits of Kaizen. So here's a quiz question. True or false, one of the benefits of Kaizen is that it helps to provide a safer work environment, since safety improvements occur where new ideas to clean up and organize the work area are developed and implemented. So go ahead and think about that and make your answer based off of that. And then I have my citations listed here. Thank you all for listening. I really appreciate you giving me feedback. You're welcome to comment below and let me know if you have any questions or want further information on anything I went over today, and I'd be happy to help you with that. or if you want to provide me with some advice on how to improve my presentation, I definitely appreciate that as well. So I look forward to your responses, and thank you for listening today.